Alright, hello ladies and gents. For this video I thought it might be a neat idea to lay out what I think are some of the highlights about Guild Wars 2, and what might potentially pique your interest in trying it out. Before we start, I should say you can try out the base model of Guild Wars 2 for free. There will be some restrictions for using the free-to-play model of the game though. I'll leave a link to that list in the description, but no worry, the free-to-play model will still allow you to get a very good taste of what Guild Wars 2 has to offer. Let's dive into some reasons to give Guild Wars 2 a shot. First off, multiple classes and races. Guild Wars 2 offers a choice of 8 very different classes, usable by 5 very different races. You'll share the world of Tyria with the humans, the towering Norn, the rough and tough Char, short but brilliant Asura, and the plant-based magical Sylvari. Each of these races have their own home city in the game, and that is where you will start your adventure. These races can then be played as 8 different classes or professions. The Mesmer, a class that focuses on illusion and the use of phantasm. The Guardian, empowering defenders who bring out the best in their allies and themselves. The Necromancer, dealers of death. They dabble in the dark arts to summon minions and use blood magic. The Ranger, survival of the fittest. Use traps, spirits, and pets to come out on top. The Elementalist, channel the elements of fire, water, air, and earth to overwhelm enemies. The Warrior, toughest of the tough, fueled by adrenaline, charging first into battle. The Thief, stealth is your best friend, agile acrobats who fight from the shadows. The Engineer, alchemy, inventions, all things explodable. Use everything in your tool belt to craft a victory. And, if you decide to try out the expansions, a 9th profession, proficient in channeling legendary figures. The Revenant. Each character can mold the world in their own way with an adventurous storyline, allowing you to branch off at points to forge your own path through Tyria. Make your way from level 1 to 80 in your own way. Tons of dynamic events, quests, and enemies to fight in the open world. Currently 2 expansions have been released when you need more to your story. Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire are ready for you to purchase and play. New episodes and chapters have been releasing every 2 months. And if you are starting out in the game, you'll likely have thousands of hours to pour into it. And these episode releases are free if you log in during its release period. In between these story releases, we also get access to a rotation of theme festivals. Halloween, Christmas, New Year's, they're all there, and more. Tyria, at its current peak, offers 50 plus different zones you can explore and enjoy. All offer different environments and unique enemies. Each race will have its own start zone / home city, full of NPCs to both guide you and talk to, or make fun of you depending on who it is. The world of Tyria also has a massive hub city of Lion's Arch, where you can see players from all over the different servers. This game is divided into North America and European servers, so you can pick what's best for you. The world map is constantly expanding, with pretty much every story release adding a new map. Hop around the map quickly with waypoints you can unlock simply by walking near them. These let you teleport around the map in no time. Check out points of interest and vistas to find interesting and beautiful places. The world of Tyria wouldn't be what it is without the players. Work alone, or with other players to finish events and quests. party up in a group of 5 or join a 50-man squad to fight world bosses and complete massive meta events. As a new player, you might feel a bit lost or overwhelmed. Luckily, outside the game tutorials and help, many veterans and other new players are more than willing to help you guide you on your first steps in Tyria. Ask a question in one of the various chats, and you'll very likely get a quick answer, maybe even a helping hand. Players can put up mentor or commander tags at ongoing events and fights, and will help guide you along the way. Guild Wars 2, for the most part, has a very friendly and warm community. Guild Wars 2 has a looking for group system that easily allows you to find a group of people looking to do the same thing you are. Can't find a group? You can make your own, and find other players out in the world that want to team up. Guild Wars 2 has 3 major game types: PvE, PvP, and World v World. PvE, or Player versus Environment, mostly pertains to content found in the open world around the map of Tyria. Events of different lengths, event chains, quests, world bosses, 5-man dungeons, 5-man fractals, and the essentially endgame 10-man raids and strike missions. PvP, or Player versus Player, is as it sounds: hop into a map and fight other players on a small scale, usually in 5v5 battles. Fight on different maps with unique interactable mechanics, test your skills in ranked games and tournaments. And World vs World. Fight against 2 other worlds or main servers plus a link server in massive battles. Those 50-man squads, they're available here. While I don't know the exact map maximums, there are plenty of times where you can face off in 50 versus 50 versus 50 battles. Battle over camps, towers, keeps, or just fight in open field battles. Hop in a commander squad and do your best to roll over the enemy. You can't have a game called Guild Wars 2 without having guilds. There are guilds for all sorts of things. There are massive guilds that focus on PvE and accept anyone who wants to join and play into their 500-man rosters. How about role-playing? You'll find guilds for that too. Guilds that focus on world bosses, guilds that focus on World v World, guilds that focus on certain maps, that contain events and event chains that wield sought-after items and gold. Plus, you can hang out in guild halls that belong to each individual guild that can be customized to their own liking. Guild Wars 2 has thousands upon thousands of possible weapon and armor unlocks. Combine your looks in any way you see fit. Go crazy, go simple. Craft your look after your favorite out-of-game character. You can obtain tons of these looks just for playing the game. You can buy them off the in-game trading post for gold, unlock them with achievements, find them in loot off enemies and other players. Reach the peak and craft the coveted legendary armor. The wardrobe is your oyster for how you want your character to look. And speaking of looking good, Guild Wars 2 is an absolutely beautiful game in general. Settings can be easily changed and modified to fit your PC settings, but you will be in awe of just how good the world and game looks. If you decide to also get the Path of Fire expansion, you will also have access to mounts. 4 mounts are available with Path of Fire: the far-leaping raptor, the high-jumping springer, the water-based skimmer, and the teleporting jackal. There is an unlockable flying griffin, and later on in the story, the speedy drifting roller beetle, as well as an unlockable warclaw for World vs World, and the flying, hovering, wall-grabbing skyscale, which is the toughest to unlock. These mounts will let you traverse the world of Tyria in no time flat. I could talk about the specifics of the game for hours, but many of these things are stuff you'll discover in game. Like armor stats. Want to heal? There's stats for that. Want to do damage? There's stats for that. And literally everything in between. Makeover kits to change your character's looks, unlockable skills, unlockable alternate classes, 9 different crafting disciplines, There is so much to learn and enjoy about Guild Wars 2, but I want you to find your own path in the game. Take whatever route you want. The world of Tyria and Guild Wars 2 waits for you.